Looking real Jet right there, real lanky and kind of, or Spike rather. Spike, not Jet.
Still to this day.
Still doing it, yep. Hey, what's up, y'all? Just want to let you guys know, if you guys are enjoying the video, please hit that like and that subscribe. And if you guys want to get early and uncut access to next week's episode, you can hit us up on our Patreon. The link is in the description. And now let's get on with our JJK reactions. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Sean Tanktop. I'm over here at Kaisèn Tanktop. I'm hanging out with my very good friends, Dustin and Morgan Drace over there at the Dojo Drace. How you doing over there, Draces?
Yeah. Eyes open.
I don't know. We got a ghost.
You got a ghost?
What the
You got a
fuck
little
was that?
slug guy? You can fucking take some stuff and store some stuff somewhere, maybe, or whatever. That's going to come and say, it's okay,
No.
mama. I'll come over. I'll suck you off twice a month, mama.
Why would you say that?
Fix it.
Why would you say that?
Look at that weird little
we have a
fucker would
cursed,
say some shit like that.
Dune popcorn container.
Yes, absolutely. The bucket that you can fuck it. Like, you know, like over there.
So good.
Like, well, I mean, we were talking about some weird, wild-looking shit because we're talking about JJK right now. We're talking about Jujutsu Kaisèn. We're not entirely sure what, if this is the end to the particular flashback arc, if we're going to jump back into the main timeline that we kind of were introduced in season 1, or if we're going to keep going with it, and we could do either. I'm kind of
Yuji in like so long.
It seems like it's been a minute,
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? Like all the gang, Nabara, like everybody, but it's been a minute since we've seen any of those guys. And I kind of want to see what's going on, but I mean, this new thing is very interesting. I mean, like even they could just leave it off that really ominous fucking note that Gojo, or as Morgan's been calling him, Gojo lately, which is, I think, very apt, honestly.
Yeah, Gojo.
Yeah, he's over there, and so
uncaring, sees everything, doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't get right.
Could stop
I'm aware that you're
atrocity.
having a hard time, and I don't care. That's even if they were to leave it alone or not, they have left it at a very interesting point with these two characters, and it's like the first schism that we've seen. It speaks as more something that Geto is like, there's a weird detachment. You are different, fundamentally changed in some ways, and it's worrisome. He's saying some. It's like what the FBI would say, like, okay, all eyes on Gojo. like you know what I mean? If this guy's hanging out in a crowded fucking place or something like that, it's like eyes on Gojo.
If I'm a hired assassin guy and somebody kills me, I'm not gonna go,
What are you,
wow.
a cast member in like Juice from 1994? Like, that's the life.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't think it's...
She gets that one line that Tupac gets. That's the thing about me, Dustin. I don't give a fuck. Like,
I mean, that's Gojo right there.
There is a thing where it's like the crime of like shooting a little girl, and then like you're a paid assassin and you kill people for a living, and then the person you're trying to kill kills you. So like morality of those two crimes are a little
no, totally. A lot of interesting things. I'm ready to jump in there and just take a look at what they got to have to say for themselves. If you guys are of the same ilk and you guys are digging the reactions and you guys want to see the reactions before anybody else does, the next week's episode, that is, and you guys want to see that completely full and uncut a week ahead of time, you can do that by becoming a part of the Patreon. It is the best way to support the channel.
Such a psychopath. So
Whoa. Okay. Hi,
we're
Neon Genesis.
Neon Genesising it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kaiju in the tug.
this is sick.
Buddy. The fact that you've dispelled this much energy already is like, I don't know, man.
Oh, and now he's saying I can win.
We hope you guys consider doing that. But if we can't do that and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and subscribe. Ring the bell thingy over there because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Okay, he's got the stuff back on.
No, this is the same.
Okay. Oh, maybe we're still in it. Okay.
R.I.P. Dad.
He was a bit of a daddy, though. He was like a stout fucking tough little motherfucker and everything like that. Yeah, dude.
16-pack on that guy. He's like an entire case.
Yeah,
Probably.
absolutely.
Oh, I got kids all over town. Ooh, 1 year later,
2007.
2007. All right.
Questions answered.
術式対象の自動選択か。
出しっぱなんて脳が焼き切れるよ。
Have you fucking seen me lately, bro? Like, my brain is already fucked.
赤と青。それぞれの複数同時発動もぼちぼち。この
Practicing close-up magic.
光線を起点に障害物のないコースをあらかじめ引いておけば可能だと思う。
Interesting, like this whole like kind of riding the tether between negative and positive energy.
任務もすべて一人でこなす。必然的に私も一人になることが増えた。
He lost his friend.
払う。取り込む。その
Oh,
繰
this
り
is the
返し。
thing we went through
払う。取り込
before.
む。
Didn't we? This is like a repeat of
Yeah.
Yeah, the dirty rag.
誰のため
Yeah, he's
Shit
like
vomit,
becoming weird.
払う。
And he doesn't have a friend anymore to like
あの日から聞かせ
So
て
he's taking a sad shot. It's like the sad action guy shower.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's getting disaffected.
Yeah.
And you got that in your texts. Just
Oh, it kind of does look like that.
why is your owner so angry?
猿め。
Oh, there it is.
That
That's the first time.
this is where the impetus of human racism.
甘いのとしょっぱいのどっちがいいですか？
サトルも食べるかもしれないから甘いのかな。
Do you prefer sweet or salty? Tell me.
Don't say something boring.
See now he's wearing flops.
君がゲト君
It's villain coded.
どんな女がタイプか
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Now what's going on?
自分はたくさん食べる子が好きです。
Oh, he's in Uke.
人を見る目には自信があります。
私の隣に座っておいてか。
I'm judging something.
君今のは皮肉だよ。
失礼します。
I gotta go jerk it.
特級術師つくもゆき。
あなたがあの
お、いいね。
I'm her.
特級のくせに任務を全く受けず海外をプラプラしてるろくでなしの
Oh.
私
People have been talking shit.
冗談。でも光線と方針が合わないのは本当。ここの人たちが言ってるのは対症療法。私は原因療法がしたいの。
What does that mean?
呪霊の生まれない世界を作ろうよってこと。
Oh.
Molly in the water. She's like, I've been trying to get Molly in the
そ
water.
もそも
Right.
呪霊とは何かな。全
They
人類
gave her
か
like
ら
the
呪
Brie
力を
Larson
移す
bod, like this like
全
athletic,
人類に呪力のコン
like
トロールが
stacked
可能
blonde. like
1は天与呪縛によって呪力が一般人並みになるケースはいくつか見てきたけど呪力が完全にゼロ
so
に
she wants to do like an egg. She wants to fucking take people's cursed energy away. She wants to take the bending away.
そう天与呪縛はサンプルも少ないし全人類に呪力のコントロールを可能にさせる
Interest democratization of it. Okay.
術
Honestly.
師かもちろん術師本人が死後呪いに転ずるのを除いてね術師は
Oh,
呪
you
力の
throw
導出
yourself into a
が
curse after
技術
death and
That's
you put
crazy.
it.
That's
術式講師
crazy.
に大雑把に言ってしまうと全人類が術師になれば
非術師を皆殺しにすればいいじゃないですか。
Oh, no. Oh, God. He turned dark really crazy. He turned dark.
He
really
took her
crazy.
idea and he's like, how could we do that but genocide?
Right.
You hear
非
the
術師をなびき
clapping
続け
in his head.
生存戦略とし
He
て
just
術
hates
師
those
を
fuckers. Just sitting there
Yeah.
just clapping for that
要は
shit.
進
Yep.
化を強
The
化
people
引き
remember
算
the religious. That's what like really sent him over the edge, like
Well, that's
watching
what's
that
the
crowd of
I
matter.
thought it was
people.
rain.
No. I
It's
think
rain
it's supposed to be.
and
It's supposed to be one and the same. Like, I
No,
think-
it's great. It's such a good.
Well, that was like that fucking Ned Stark. He's watching Arya practice, and then he just hears the sounds of battle in the background.
で弱者ゆえの尊さ弱者ゆえの醜さ
The ugliness of the weak.
非術師を見下す自分それを否定する自
Getting
分
real dark.
術師というマラ
And
ソンゲー
his
ム
best friend doesn't even notice because he's on some god shit.
伊藤は五条君にも挨拶したかったけど間が悪かったようだ
Like, listen, I'm just gonna show up and just kind of give you a moral conundrum.
Or we could do my thing, Molly in the water.
No, Morgan.
あの時もう一人別の星漿体がいたか すでに新しい星漿体が生まれたのか。どちらにせよ、天元は安定しているよ。
Oh, so he's just stable.
Did she say like that they didn't end up getting into her, but it turned out to be fine, or did they have another one waiting in the wings?
I guess it already won.
もうあの人一人で
Oh, he died. You're right. He did die.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
術師マラソンゲーム
Oh gosh, he is
その果
going
てに
through
あ
it.
るの仲間の屍の山だとしたら
And he's like, these fucking fuckers are birthing these bad vibes all over the world.
He took the way wrong fucking point.
事件の原因はもう私が取り除きました
Oh man, this is fucking crazy.
And see, they can see the
技術師を見
cursed
下す
energy.
君どちらを本音にするのか
They
は
probably don't even know how they're using shit. Like they're just probably lashing out to protect themselves.
君がこれから選択するんだよ。
Because the kids are, like, they can see curses. They're potential sorcerers. What did he
Murder in this
do?
town.
Takes out the town.
Yeah, like, he used all his curses to kill everyone. Because yeah.
Are two of those girls?
Yeah.
Are two of those girls? Two of those girls might be the girls that showed up with him on his team. I think I remember one had something going on with her eye too. Holy fuck!
スグルが集落の人間を皆殺し
聞こえてますよ
Yeah.
だから
You haven't checked in on your best friend in a little while.
ただ結婚と残影からおそらく両親も手にかかる何が何だかわからんのだ
It's like getting into like some school shooter shit.
Well, he's been, like,
いや
deeply fucked up for a while, and no one noticed.
一応聞くけど、
His hair's
冤罪
looking
だ
a
ったり
little
す
bit
る
more like it does
ないね
in the current timeline too.
Nope,
Like
I did it.
五条ゲトいたよ。やだよ。殺されたくないの。
He's like, I'm not. Stop. I mean, I'm just.
if you can get here,
I'm giving the information, but I ain't doing shit.
yeah, I'm not moving.
だから術師以外殺すってか親も親だけ特別というわけにはいかない
He's like, I'm about
それ
this
にも
life.
私の
Oh
家
my
族はあの人
god.
意味ない殺しはしねえんじゃなかったのか意味はある意義もね大義ですらあるええよ
So that's what he did. He goes like, I'm gonna kill with like what I believe to be the most ultimate significant.
君にならできるだろうサトル自分にできることを人にはできやしないと言い聞かせるのか
Yeah.
I'm looking at him. Oh, man.
君は五条悟だから最強なのか
Or he's
最強だから五条
Yep, I remember him saying that line to him. I think he said that line to him in the movie. I can't remember.
私が君になれるのならこの馬鹿げた理想も地に足がつくと思わないか
Yeah.
殺したければ殺せ
Yeah, he's like, do it. He
そ
can't.
れに
It's looking real
No,
jet
they
right
won't.
there, real lanky and kind of,
Yeah.
or Spike rather.
Kikimasu.
Spike, not jet.
Still to this day.
Still doing it. Yep.
先生俺強いよね
生意気にもな
Impossibly so. Yeah, dude.
万世教は解体されたはずだが
別の団体でも根っこは同じさ本当にその格好で出る
Those kids, those are those girls.
Oh,
Yo, can
he's
you
he's gonna show them.
Solo
Like,
te-
here's how we kill people.
今この瞬間からこの団体は私のものです私に従ってください
Many objected. Oh
Hit the like and
no.
subscribe.
He's about to do the gnarliest fucking TED
So,
talk. Like,
あなたです
in. Oh!
Oh.
改めて
Oh!
あんた誰っていうか何その顔
He has a weird face.
そっくりだ。ところで君のお父さんさ、全員っていう呪術師の家系なんだけど、僕が低レベルの6でなして、お家出てって君を作った
They're
人だ
such assholes.
君
Even they make me
見える
sick.
な
I
私
love that.
君のお父さんが全員家に対して取っておいた最高のカードだったんだよ。ムカつくでしょ。
It's just like speed running his
It,
his origin
どこで
story.
何してようと興味
he's
ない
like, I don't need to know
何年も会
that,
ってないから顔も覚えてない
that dick. Like, why would I care?
全員家行きたい？
そこに行けば積み木は幸せになれるのかそれ次第だ
ない。100% ない。それは断言できる。あとは任せなさい。強くなってよ。僕に置いていかれないくらい。
Interesting.
Now 2018.
Let's dance. We're making big jumps now.
先生も寝るんだな
当たり前でしょ。何言ってんのあんた。
Whoa, it's everybody. Look at this.
あ、クール次俺がおい
It does look comfy.
何笑ってんすか。
言ってないはいどう言ってはい
別に
Interesting.
All
Cool
right.
episode.
Yeah.
Very cool episode. They speed ran that turn
Yeah, they did.
a lot, but it was
Mhm.
still effective.
No, it was. It was the sound design, honestly,
Yeah.
that did it.
The fucking clapping.
And it was like
shit.
at first, like the music was like very, because like that one music sounded like a phone, because they had people looking at their cell phones,
Yeah,
and it sounded
yeah.
like a cell ringing, and it was annoying me. And then I realized, I'm like, oh, this sound design is annoying on purpose
because they're
it's
trying
what
to
he's
they're-
dealing
he's-
with.
Because we're doing a 20-minute Travis Bickle speed run, but for a
Yeah.
Jujutsu sorcerer,
Yeah.
essentially.
I mean, it's the 1-2 punch. I don't think if Gojo hadn't been so up his own asshole with the new powers.
Yeah, if he'd been around.
I
and kinda like-
honestly, that would it have gone this way, or would they be just having conversations each day and like helping?
Yeah.
It was the isolation
Mhm.
plus the traumatic event.
Yeah.
And that, but also
and,
like
and also just being the age that he is, and just like seeing, like he's like the imagery of it, like he's carrying a dead grade school child.
Yeah.
and
like,
people are clapping.
And people are just, and you go like, this is a tragedy. This is so horrible. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I also feel
it's that what do you call it, the Rick Sanchez thing? It's like I've seen what
oh
makes you,
yeah,
I've
your
seen what
booze
makes you.
mean-
Well, it's like, why would I want to support you? I've seen what makes you people cheer. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like, you know.
Oh no, he's definitely Rick Sanchezing hard. Yeah. But also like, I'm sorry, the school where your students routinely see some of the worst, awfulest shit on the planet, do you think maybe you should get some mental health
In 2006.
professionals?
In 2006, though.
Mm,
Yeah, that did.
when was
No, but I don't think
No,
they do
when
it
was
even today. I
Columbine?
don't even think they do it now. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
no.
No, they do.
Do they?
That's why all the fucking boomers are complaining. In my day, we didn't need no fucking.
No. I'm talking
Counselor.
about in this show.
In 2018, like, yeah, maybe not.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think like their mental health, like they're not doing any mental health checkups. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying.
I know.
And that's why I'm like, and nobody were like, hey, one of our former students, like after they died, turned themselves into a curse, and it's actually fucking up a bunch of shit and doing genocides after he witnessed a little girl get shot in the head. You'd think,
2 words: get stronger. Like that's what they do in this world.
yeah, because
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
The
I was
sorcerers are
like,
fucking boomers all the way.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say,
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
right.
after
And even Gojo kind of is
Columbine-
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
After Columbine in America, I mean, that was like my senior year, but I remember when anything like crazy would happen, all of a sudden there would be like a professional called in, when before that wasn't really a thing.
Yeah. Big
Because
For sure.
so, and I think that this was 2007, so I'm like, yeah, the school, maybe they need to like, I'm sorry, it's kind of fucked up.
Well,
like, child
sure.
soldiers
I
and
mean,
you
like,
don't
but
have,
I think you're taking of. I mean, like, because I don't disagree. Because I think if that is, I think what you're saying is true. But I mean, like, yeah. I mean, like, that's why it's happening for sure. I think more just the story is the friendship, like, and the isolation. You know what I mean? Like, I think that whole. I think that's
No, but
more.
I think, don't you think that there's also this whole, they've been hinting at that the school is fucking rotted?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're like,
No, for sure. I just don't think
why
that
are they
they're gonna
having
get hung up on
children
that
without
specific
actually
thing.
caring about them?
Yeah.
Why this god that was gonna go off the rails unless you like feeded a child, but we didn't feed it a child. It's chill, it's stable.
cool,
Something
yeah.
must have happened.
Yeah.
Did
Oh
it?
yeah.
It's a military school. So think
Yeah.
about it in terms of that. Like, the military only cares about your mental health insofar as you being valuable to them as a weapon.
You
That's
can
what I'm saying.
you can execute your duties and shit like
This
that.
place
And-
is rotted.
Yeah, and that's kind of what this is.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, what I'm saying is like, I don't think that we can talk about like having mental health checkups for these characters and stuff like that, but I don't think that that's ever going to come in.
No. As a institution, I mean, I thought they would, just as like, hey, when not like as like, oh, we're gonna talk about mental health, but like
a very special episode.
Do we have like any type of infrastructure when someone's like looking like they're Breaking Bad?
Yeah, right.
Like half of these jujutsu sorcerers are not good with feelings.
They do have an infrastructure. Kill them.
Yeah.
I mean that's that
like
was,
no intervention before that.
No. Like that was like we meet
and
Yuji and they're like, oh, kill him.
Yeah, right. Or they're just like, yeah, or there's definitely like there's a whole. It seems like there's. I think the other thing is that we've kind of, because we've sort of been like seeing this a lot more from the like an introductory student point of view or whatever it is, and that's the other element. Even though we've hinted at it, like Gojo's like, this place is fucked up, man. Like this like this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure. And I think now that's coming more into the limelight, and that's explaining why certain characters are the way that they are.
Yeah.
So that totally makes sense.
And like
I mean,
the
like,
rival school showed up, and they're like, oh, it's not just a normal like Hogwarts Triwizard tournament. Oh, we got to kill this kid. Okay, and they didn't bat an eye at it. They're like, sure.
I wonder if that's gonna be.
Oh, sure.
Because like they have this guy who's on this like genocide kick. But it's more interesting, when it's like, oh, there's a bad guy trying to do his bad guy thing, and then we have a big arc and battle, and then we defeat him, and he doesn't. But it's always more interesting when it's like bad guy's on his bad guy kick, but then all of a sudden, the two sides' goals become aligned because there's something else that's fucked up.
Right.
And I think that if
so
they're like,
you're Ozymandian.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if they're gonna be like, hey, it's the school that's fucked up.
Right.
We gotta take down whatever, like.
Yeah. Well, I think it's one of those things where they kind of do land in very broad senses in the same camp, except for Gojo's like, we need to kind of fundamentally like restructure how Jujutsu Kaisen sorcerers kind of like behave, train people, whatever. He's still kind of, he wants to change. I don't think that like that's where he goes like, that's how I think that we can possibly solve some of these problems. Whereas Geto is like, it's like we just need to get rid of all of the monkeys.
Yeah.
And then we'll be fine. And so it's just like I'm
over here like Molly in the water supply.
For sure. Great. Yeah.
Good vibes only.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like the sound design in this episode was off its ass. I mean, like hearing the applause that turned into rain. I mean, like we tracked it literally in real time, because Dustin was like, I think that's actually rain, and it was like, yeah, it's like eating into it. It's becoming. It was so good though. It was so good, and like,
it might be the thing too, where like, since we only use one ear.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Like you were hearing rain, and I was hearing the clapping.
It's very possible that they split it in that way. You know what I mean?
It was definitely like a thunderous sort of thing, but like we have it set in mono. I'm not like, don't come at me, titles. I know how audio works. No. No. I mean, like, it was supposed to kind of evoke like that moment, like where it's like we're carrying this dead kid and we're just overjoyed, you know what I mean, like, or whatever. Yeah. And especially like the way that they drew all the faces of those people, like they're just like they all look like the teacher from like season 1.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, just like this feckless, idiotic subhuman, you know what I mean, like early, like you kind of think about it now, and it's like that was really animated and drawn to kind of be from his perspective, and it was very strong. It seemed kind of sudden, like, because I thought like, oh, we're sticking around with this thing, but it seems like this is the episode where we're kind of getting closer to our timeline type shift or whatever. It's like, because I was like, oh man, we're still here, we're like, I guess like we can kind of see a couple more things, but it still worked. Like it was incredibly efficient, but it still worked. And I think it's also like they're also kind of leaning on they're erring on the fact that we know that that's where he's supposed to go. You know what I mean? Like, and so maybe it's like, and maybe I could have used like one more episode's worth of just like descent and maybe like one conversation between the two of them. It's like, hey man, what if he did check in on, it would be really tragic if he did try to check in on him, but it was too late. And then that could kind of, and then it's like, and like, and it's like, oh fuck, and then that's kind of what spurs him on to go to Megumi.
Well, and then we also
talk with him,
get this, we get a magic, Street Fighter lady that comes in and is like,
yeah,
you gotta pick the path. Which one are you gonna do?
Right.
And then he's like, oh fuck, she's hot and right.
Now, what was that whole? What type of women do you like? Is that a weird technique thing, and that's why Toto also says it like it's a thing?
I
or
like that
is
idea.
It a known, like maybe a joke? Is that a maybe
well,
that's a Japanese joke?
I'll say this. We know that Toto has a lot of adoration and affection for like a strong female figure, right?
Well, yeah.
I could totally What's that?
He's the son of a mom. You know. So he's
the son of a mom. He's the brother of a sister, you know, like or whatever. Like
was that his hot mom?
It could have been. It could have been that. It could have been the other things, but I could also see him being like, because there was this one fucking alpha ass fucking bad bitch like that I studied who never took a fucking job from JJK, but was like this cool, but was more of a philosopher than anything else and stuff. And like he picked up a couple of tricks of the trade. Like I'm gonna figure out if I'm gonna align with you or if I'm gonna fight you by a couple of like these weird icebreaker, you know, questions or something like that. I don't know. Like I wonder. It's an interesting callback. Like you know, like but in a very different scene, much less bombastic. Not a fight.
She wasn't like, I'm going to murder you if you're boring.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, where she was just more about. And she didn't exactly know. She didn't know what the fuck she was kind of spurring on in that moment. Obviously, you know what I mean. But it was.
Well,
but was,
also, I think
she was like, "What kind of women do you prefer?" He's like, "If they're non-sorcerers, dead."
Yikes!
Basically,
well, I think she was on a fact-finding mission. She was like, "Okay, you are like the two top special grades out there."
Yeah.
And
right. Yep.
You lost to the best one, but then Gojo killed him. So,
yeah, she was like, I got to talk with these two guys. Like, you know what I mean?
You guys are the best.
They're the talk of the JJK town, I'm sure, at this point. You know, yeah.
But also, definitely. If she was trying to get information to do something, she failed because she like saw where the one path he could go on, and then he just went into genocide and like, lady, maybe you should have told someone.
Saw some hit like that.
Well, no, I mean, like it's crazy. I mean, like the whole
hog.
Yeah, like there's definitely like some. Or just like the signs and stuff, and like, you know, just how people would just kind of brush some stuff aside, and how like, you know, there's ways in which like people just don't like anywhere. Like a fucking kid told my mom if he was like shit. It was like he like snuck some stuff into class. He's like, I need to take that from you, and he was like, if you touch that, I'm gonna shoot you in the head. He said that to her twice. Looked her dead in the eye.
Well, a little girl, when I got my first teaching assistant, there was this little Caroline. She said that she's like, I have a gun at home and I'm gonna bring it to school and shoot everybody. Like, she was 7 at the time.
That's about what this kid is, though. They're like.
I don't know. I think it's a thing because they know like what's.
But
the
they gotta
thing?
talk. We gotta talk about it because.
Oh no, you gotta check in and talk about it because I definitely.
How do they know what to do? Right? Yeah, you're like, what? How does that?
I talked to the mom and I'm like, I'm pretty sure she just wanted me to like shock me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just like I'm not scared that she has a gun and she's gonna shoot everybody. She's like 7. Like, right. I mean, but never say never. Yeah, kids are bringing guns to school now. It's America.
So anyway, pass right now.
But it's crazy, and I think that the whole it was really well done. Like for as quick as it went, and maybe I could have used just one more episode to kind of like to really like turn those gears a little bit more. It was incredibly effective and efficient.
Yeah,
and at getting us there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I think, or it was just stylish and just stylish enough, like the way they did that, the way they did some of the staging and everything, you know, like again, it was very kind of like it was very Taxi Driver. It was very like kind of like you know, kind of like like kind of building up, like the show's like got a really good handle on it does have a good handle on kids, dejected kids' feelings. I mean, like, you know, even with the Junpei shit back in like season 1 and everything like that, you know, like it feels like very real, like in that one's obviously like the world is fantastical, but it felt very, you know, I don't know, it just seems like it's handling that stuff really well. So I
just realized how I would stop him.
Oh yeah,
but you got
check this out.
Uh-huh.
You get a mole curse. So you get a curse who's a very charismatic curse at talking to other curses. And you radicalize him. You're like, listen, he's trying to eliminate your species.
So
he's trying to get you off the planet. You need to go talk to the curses. And then you pretend to like, oh no, don't eat my curse. And then that curse gets in
and then
here,
they work
right?
against you and stuff
and
like
starts like rallying,
No, I mean, like is that,
giving
is that
impassioned speeches.
Is there a curse flipper?
Yeah, like the curse is talking to the other curses, being like, "This guy wants to
get rid of all. This guy wants to get rid of the impetus of our existence."
Yeah,
that's what Hohen Prime did.
Yeah,
that's it. That's what you gotta do.
Spoilers. Sorry, but like,
you gotta watch. Do they have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood in this universe? They should watch that.
They should watch that. Get the idea.
They got a bunch of. We know that a bunch of fucking movies and shit like that exist.
Yeah,
and everything like that. So it's like, get a little bit of that, going. Like that could totally work. I like that. I could
radicalize those curses in his belly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, right. Totally.
Yeah.
It's like,
there's more than two. You don't have to kill anybody in either scenario. One, drugs. Two, radicalized curses.
Radicalize the curses.
Radicalized curses or
free drugs.
Unionize them.
Or what was the other one that the one guy was talking about? Like teaching everybody how to control
it. Like
how to control it,
yoga
which I think
shit.
It's like, and also that's the other thing, like kind of go back to the X-Men thing. They are clearly like, we don't know exactly how somebody actually is born with this ability.
Yeah.
It's coming off like it's a mutation.
Yeah.
Like if your parents have it, you're more likely to probably have it yourself. But are they just a step up in the evolutionary chain? And that's also why he characterizes them as monkeys.
Probably, yeah.
That's the X-Men of it all. Where they're
it's like we're the next step, like we're the next evolutionary step, and I'm just gonna get us there quicker. As opposed to waiting around for all these fucking morons. You know what I mean?
I'm realizing this show is just an extended. Society would rather create jujutsu, sorcery, and battle demons than actually
battle their own demons.
Actually get citizens the mental health care that they like. Seriously, like humanity would rather create a whole fucking magical system than go to therapy, which would get rid of the cursed energy. And that's some real shit.
Why do I gotta pay for it?
That's true.
Right.
Not on my tax dollar.
Not on my tax.
I have tanks to buy.
Yeah. Very important. We solved it, everybody.
We got it. Yeah. It's like, we got to get in the writers' room and see if we can fit. We got to be the curses that flips the other guys to try to see if they can get that thing going.
We're gonna flip the writers
or whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, great episode. Really interested to kind of see how they fucking do it going forward. So if you guys are having a good time over there and you guys want to see what our reaction is, because it seems like we're kind of back up in the normal timeline now. You want to see what our reaction is to that episode, and you guys want to get it before anybody else does episode 6, you guys can get a hold of that right now. If you're watching this on YT, you get to see it early and uncut and a week ahead of time for anybody else for only $5. And that shit, and that $5 doesn't just get you the one episode, it gets you a episode a week, every week, while we're covering this thing. So you guys, and you guys get that on our Patreon. You just click the link in the top end comment or the description below. You click that, you head on over to our Patreon. You pony up $5 at the Toon tier, the animation tier, and that gets you full and uncut access to all of our Jujutsu Kaisen coverage, including episode 6 right now. It's available. We hope you guys consider doing that. But if you can't do that, just hit us with that like and that subscribe. Ring the bell thingy, because that shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. We'll check y'all later.